is timely news. As we know, many of you are gearing up for the annual Peachtree Road Race. It's 6.2 miles of 4th of July fun, but it can also be a grueling endeavor, as I learned about 6 years ago. If you waited until the last minute to start training, listen up. We have some tips for you crammers. Joining us this morning, local fitness trainer Deshaun Johnson, otherwise known as the Abs Guru, is here with tips to help you survive. We're not going to show you why we call him the Abs Guru. Just take our word for it. Okay, first of all, we know there are people who waited until the last minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Even people who've been running for a while.
Correct.
So we know there are different types of runners out there. So let's go very quickly go down the list of the different types of runners who are going to be in this Peachtree Road Race. We're talking 50,000 people.
Yeah, first, before you start running, you want to identify which fitness group you're in. You want to prepare yourself mentally and physically. First, as a beginner, you want to run 2 to 3 times per week, alternating jogging and walking. If you're a novice, you run 20 to 30 minutes 3 times per week. As an intermediate, you run 30 to 40 minutes 4 times per week. And as an advanced runner, you run frequency exceeded times of the groups above.
Okay, got it. So those are basically the 3. And if you never run, that's a beginner, right?
Yeah,
there's like
exactly.
there's not a never category.
You just got to walk and jog.
Okay, so those are the categories. Let's get some quick tips though for all of those groups for when you're racing. Let's start with the very first one.
All right, the very first tip, you wanna start off training. Starting off training, you want to identify, like we noticed, the groups that you're in. After you notify the groups that you're in, you want to get your apparel fitness together. And what I mean by apparel fitness together, your shoes. A lot of people like to go buy new and exclusive shoes. That's a big no-no. Meaning because the soles in the shoes are not broke in,
too hard.
that can cause you shin splits, and that will aggravate you running 6.2 miles.
I made that mistake a few years ago.
Another tip, you want to run with a running group or a running partner, only because the challenge of it. You know, you can go hills, you can go distant. It's just new routes. You want to challenge yourself because you don't know what to expect. You know your route,
right.
So it may be easy to you. You want to go somewhere, somebody take you on a trail that's new to you.
Got it.
And after that, you want to stretch, meaning you want to keep your muscles loose and fresh.
Before and after.
Before and after, exactly. I'm going to show you 3 proper stretches you can do at home before the gym, all from a seated position.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, we got you.
You're going to sit down, both feet out, toes up to the ceiling. You're going to reach down, stretching your hamstrings and your quads. You want to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, that's one. The second one, you want to stretch your hip flexors and your lower back. Take your elbow on the outside and twist and hold it for a 10 count. And the very last one, you want to reach out, a deep stretch on that lower back, because a lot of runners put a lot of tension on their posture. So you want to stretch your lower back and those hamstrings and those quads again by reaching out, holding it for a quick 10.
Well, that's quick.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you popped something in your back, too.
Yeah,
You loosened yourself up just a second there. All right, now, and then, of course, we can't stress enough, you got to eat right, leading up to the race, during the race, and, of course, after the race. So let's go very quickly down the table. We'll start here with the breakfast. First meal of the day.
Starting off with your breakfast, you know, before you run, if you train in the morning, you want to put something on your stomach that's light. If you don't, you will have what you call GI distress, which causes a lot of runners to get nauseous, vomit, and most of all, cramp. Runners hate the cramp because it slows their performance down. So we have here, you have your wheat cereal, your oatmeal, and your almond milk. After you eat your breakfast, you go about your day. If you just have the hunger to eat a snack, we have below right here, we have your fruits. We have the rich carbohydrate properties and the antioxidant properties that help your muscles recover. After that, we have your fluids here. You have your water, you have your Gatorade, which has those rich electrolytes, like we said, to help you recover. And after, a lot of people's favorite, your protein shake will have those amino acids in it that really helps your muscles recover.
And you can't stress hydration enough, can you?
You can't.
Okay.
Also, we have your power bars, just in case you don't want to eat a meal. You have something quick to give you that protein and energy that you need. And right here, we have carbs that what gives a lot of runners energy. Runners they can burn up to 100 calories per mile. So if you're training on a 5-day week, you do the math. You're burning a lot of calories. So you have to have your carbs to keep that energy level up. And right here, it's the big no-no. You want to stay, it looks good, but it's not. You want to stay away from the high trans fat foods, hamburgers, fried foods, and cheese, because it takes your stomach a long time to break it down. So what we have here, your carbs, you want to get the whole grain carbs because whole grain minerals are already broken down, and it's easier on your stomach. And
listen, I know we went across this very fast. We're going to put everything he just said on our website. This is good stuff. You've got about 2 weeks, 2 weeks before the Peachtree Road Race. So for more fitness tips from Deshaun, Guru of Abs Johnson, you can log into our website, myfoxatlanta.com, and click on the Good Day tab.